Okay, so now we're going to open our hat pattern up and we're going to look at what all they gave us. It's usually going to be different types of paper. So the white or pale gray paper is usually going to be your instructions, and your pattern itself is almost always on this sort of manila envelope colored tissue. We'll get to this in just a minute. Okay, so first we can open this up and see what kind of information the pattern insert gives us. Now, this is a pretty simple pattern, so there's only one page front and back. I will tell you that some of these more complex patterns, you may have page after page. Don't get intimidated. All of these things are designed that you could do step one. Once you've got that done, move on to step two. So don't let the size of the instructions throw you off, okay? So when I lay this out, it's going to show me the different options that I can make. And then down here, it's going to show me the pieces of pattern that exist on this tissue paper. So, and it's going to tell me what each piece does. So piece 1 is the crown of hat A and B. Piece 2 is the top. Piece 3 is the flower that's on B. 4 is the crown of C, etc. And usually in another language as well. French is very common. But so each one of these is going to tell you which piece it is that you are going to make. So we're just going to decide right now that we're going to make hat D. Okay, so I can go ahead and look at this and see that it tells me for hat A, B, C, D, the top doesn't have any letters by it, so I'm assuming it goes with all things. So I need the top and the crown. Okay, that looks like all I've got to have for D. C, no, D, it doesn't say that. So I need pieces 2 and 6. So when I come to here and unfold this, I'm going to be looking for pieces 2 and 6. And it unfolds. One of the best things in the world is the feeling you get when you get this folded back the way it came. So there's piece 2, and I would cut around it. Don't worry about cutting on the line just yet, not critically important. Just cut around it and get it out. And then piece 6 is going to be, continue unfolding. Oh, there it is, right there. So there is crown D. Oh, there's our little tie. So again, just cut around it. Don't worry about getting right on the line yet. Just don't cut any of the other pieces. Okay, so you've gotten home, you've bought your fabric according to the instructions that were on the back of your pattern, you've gotten any notions you need. Now it's time to actually start. You've cut your pattern out, so now it's time to start looking at it. So this section here is always going to give you good information. It tends to be the same on most things, but it's kind of your key for everything that comes next, so it's worth your time to sit and read it, okay? So one very important thing to notice is right side of pattern will be indicated in white, like that. The wrong side of the pattern will be indicated with dots, like that. The right side of the fabric will be gray shaded, and the wrong side of the fabric will be white. Again, that's that. I should have shown you that. Okay. So next thing it tells you is you are going to position fabric as indicated in layout. Okay. Now, if the layout shows single thickness, place the fabric right side up. Now, right side up means the pretty side that you want everybody to see. Put that up, okay? For double thickness, if it's a fold, you're gonna take the pretty side and fold it inside so that the right sides are together, okay? All right, now, grain line is something that is important, but we're gonna do a separate video on finding your grain line, so don't worry about that just yet. And this little symbol here, whenever you find it on a pattern, indicates that that edge of the pattern piece goes on a fold, okay? So, all of these instructions, read them through. You're not gonna spend more than 5 minutes doing it, and it's worth taking that time. Okay. So we're doing hat D again, and I'm going to show you some tricks about your layout. So this S here stands for selvage, and the F here stands for fold. Now, what does that mean? Well, when you roll fabric off a roll, each edge on the sides are going to be your selvages. So in our case, we just got a 1/4 yard of fabric that's 60 inch wide, so this is going to be selvage on both sides. Okay. And then this edge that you can see is kind of fuzzy is where it was cut. Okay, so this is our cut side. and our cut side. Okay, so what this is telling you to do, oh, one more thing, I need to show you which is the right side and the wrong side. So we're gonna make this the right side of our fabric. In other words, it has this pretty little plus sign pattern on it. And the back side doesn't have anything, so that'll help us see. Okay. So the way it wants us to lay our fabric is to take our cut piece that we got from the store, our cut edge here, and our cut edge here, and then it's showing you that both of these edges at the top should be selvages, and that the right side of our fabric, this side, should be on the inside. So I'm gonna fold this selvage to meet this selvage, just like that. And then I'm gonna make my fold here, and that's going to be the layout. And then it's gonna have us put our pieces so that piece 6 looks roughly like that, and our other piece goes in here somewhere. Okay, so does that make sense?